Okay. No one's leaving the house.
Why?
Because we're...
Do you mean tonight or ever?
Don't get smart ass with me. Alright? You guys had to leave me here with him. Which isn't that bad of a thing. But I had to carry the entire show last week. So now I'm thinking, why don't I just take over the entire show myself?
You've been out of town for a week.
And you have your own show.
Yeah. I do it with you.
Gross. Now we have that on recording.
Yeah.
Yep.
It has been admitted.
So,
Shut up, Gar. Cue the roll call.
Yeah.
We are live!
Loading.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Late.
illuminating the Tokuverse. Goldcaster Garza.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Power of anime runs through my veins. Crimson Caster. Show Raven.
Respecting the source material. Greencaster. Zenshi.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world! Radio Sentai Castranger!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 315.
You mean I actually gotta cue the roll call?
I think you did that last week too.
It was awesome.
Nice!
And Blaze is on point. Pokemon of the week is Roselia.
But yes, you heard in the right in the roll call, folks. I'm back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave.
You were gone for a week.
I was gone for 4 days.
You were both gone
Basically
for
a
a week.
week.
in
I actually did
different
miss.
intervals.
I actually did miss Castranger a lot, though. So
It's episode Omegamon. Oh, Omegamon's Digimon 315.
it's Omnimon. Fuck!
No.
No! Fuck you! I follow the dub logic! It's Omnimon!
I also like the dub, but no, it's Omegamon.
No, it's Omnimon!
It's Omegamon because there's also an Alphamon!
No, Omnimon.
Because there's also an Alphamon!
It's Omnimon.
Anyway.
Because his
I'm sorry,
father is
Sailor
the
Moon,
Alphamon!
Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Digimon, Metabots. I will watch all those only in the dub because that's what I grew up with.
Cool.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub.
That's great, Lane. Let's continue.
Beyblade dub.
Cool. Anyway, if you're listening to us for the first time, thank you for tuning in.
Why this episode?
We are a group of dubbed anime series that get together every week to watch Kamen
We are
Rider.
indeed a group of dubbed anime series.
Speaking of anime,
Ouch, 7. That
Was that all? I thought there was a bit coming.
oh no, I thought you were going to lead in to say that in this episode we are also talking about Samurai Flamenco episodes 5 and 6.
That is our feature topic, but we normally... Oh, you interrupted me, everyone. I was... Sorry, not to...
Now you're flabbergasted.
You're all fired! No. We get together every
dub
week
anime.
to talk about Kamen Rider and Super Sentai and a third thing. And yes, our third thing for this week is episode 5 and 6 of Samurai Flamenco. But before that, we're talking about episode 6 of Kamen Rider Saber and episode 27 of Kiramager. But before we get into all of that, don't forget to use our Skip the Dishes code in the description for $5 off your first order.
What if they don't have skip the dishes where they live?
Yeah. Does
Then
anyone not have skip the dishes where they live?
request
Yes. In Dunville.
Oh.
There is no skip the dishes.
Oof.
Okay, to be fair.
No one wants to go there!
Let's
That's
be real here. Let's not conflate Dunville with actual society.
Dunville's like a higher level of living.
Dunville's where you go when you're done.
You know what? Keep telling yourself that.
Dunville's where you go when you're done. When you just want out.
Well, you're
No,
not
that's
wrong.
Cambridge.
It's a giant retirement home.
That's Cambridge.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Well, there's
Mr.
actually a
Dunville.
lot,
But when
well,
you-
there's
but
a lot
you
of
know
people
what?
in the studio audience who actually don't.
But you know
They're
what?
only-
I'm sorry.
Let's just assume that you're part of the lower forms of life that's not Dunville.
Well, there's a bunch of
And
marshlands.
can actually access Uber Eats, skip the dishes.
You freaking
Fedora.
you primordial
DoorDash.
swamp people.
I
You
guess it's
actually
because
can
everything's a
access
walking
those
distance.
in Cambridge, so...
Well, so why did you specify Cambridge?
Because that's when I'm at my nonna's house and, like, in the middle of nowhere, that's where I am. It's Cambridge.
Oh, okay.
Old Cambridge.
We're in the middle
Don't drink
of
the tap water there, by the way.
Yeah, the tap water there is gross.
Yeah, it is. I've done the freaking water tests on that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
That's
violate-
bad.
Don't violate any non-disclosure agreements.
I'm not saying
We
shit
don't work
about-
for them anymore.
I'm
Fuck
talking
them.
about the whole city. I'm not.
Like, if you drive into Cambridge, it just says, welcome to Cambridge,
so you're
don't
just
drink the
gonna
water.
pop the fucking Pandora's box off the entire thing.
But, like, I'm not even talking
Don't
about,
drink
like,
Starbucks.
possible
That is all.
toxicity or anything. You know Dasani? It
Yeah.
tastes like Dasani, but somehow more so.
I'm gonna take that as an insult. I like Dasani.
and I
No,
agree with your fuck
It
Starbucks
tastes like
policy.
acid.
So.
It's like it's acid water.
What happened?
What?
I like Dasani.
I will get into it when we get into the Sentai portion.
Okay.
Okay.
But wait,
So I won't be here.
which Sentai portion?
Shut up. Let's get into
We're doing
Saber.
Samurai-
Gar, say what you mean and mean what you say. Let's talk about Saber.
So the Sentai.
No.
Oh, I get the joke now.
Why is this episode paced like a runaway express train?
Ichi,
Well, let's
Ichi, I'm gonna say this right now. If you were going into this show thinking that every episode was gonna be well-paced, good, and perfect, no.
This is gonna prove you.
This show is going to have some fucking... Okay, no! You ruined it! Anyways, last week I wasn't here, so we didn't do a Saber Face of the Week, but
You transitioned that into Saber. I haven't been here for like the first month, so I didn't realize you had that thing going.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got 2 Faces of the Week. So I got our fucking new love, adorable green ninja boy, Ren, calling Toma a scrub, and then Toma responding to him being called a scrub.
Yeah,
Okay, let's get into thoughts about Ren. He's a little shit. He's a cocky bastard, and I fucking hate him. But man, can he back it up?
I love him. He's such a fucking troll. Yeah, you mad, bro?
Pokemon evil character.
This little gamer boy.
No, he's great. I love him.
Simultaneously, I frigging want to punch him in the face every time he's on screen.
Right?
But at the same time, I fully appreciate that he's not bullshit.
Yeah, no, you see the boy fighting, and it's like, holy shit.
Now they say some people brag because they really can actually live up to what they say. He seems
Yeah,
to be an example.
He's
I just like to call attention to Paul, who's raising his hand in an audio podcast like Gar used to do.
No, you mean that Gar still does?
Correct?
I still do that too.
Gar,
Paul-
put your hand down.
Paul, you have the floor.
Because you guys are the people who decide who gets to talk. So I said this in another episode. I think that he is... A lot of people were telling me that I was going to hate this guy. And a lot of people were telling me that I was going to like this guy. And I thought that the people who were telling me that I was going to like this guy were just telling me that because he was green. And I thought that all the people who were telling me that I was going to hate this guy were telling me that because he was awful and irredeemable and that I wouldn't like him. No, I like him, A, because he's green, and B, because I've yet to see any sort of reprehensible behavior or anything like that. He's just a cocky guy who...
hates books.
It's not even just the hates... Well, yeah.
Someone told him to put that one book back, and he went, "No, fuck you," and just dropped it.
I don't think he hates books. I think he's basically... if you were to ask me, I'd say, like, you're just here? I have things that I need to do, sort of thing. I think that he has a very high opinion of where he is, and I think that he can back it up. And I think that's everyone here's opinion, sort of thing.
Yes.
He's immature, but I also think that he is going to face, and I've said this, I think he's going to face some sort of calamity or some sort of trauma.
Something's gonna break him out of his cockiness.
Yeah, something.
He has his arc to go through.
Something's gonna bring him down to earth. Something's gonna bring him down to earth, and he's gonna have himself a little story arc.
He's got his character arc to go through.
And I think that once he's gone through his character arc, he's going to be a way better, more tolerable character, like, at the end of it. And I don't even think that he's that bad right now.
I like Jerry in our chat. He'll get the wind knocked out of him.
Oh,
I don't even think that. I think that he's... Well, I mean, sure, that's one way to put it. But I think that he's a good character. I just think that his faults are going to shine through in the next few episodes. There's going to be some plot shit that knocks him back into place, and he's going to be better for it. That's just me.
I realize who he reminds me of after all you guys going through all this.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of Hawk.
For fuck's sake.
From what?
From Cobra Kai.
Oh.
Think about it. He's cocky. He's freaking obnoxious. Good-ass fighter.
If I see Ren at one point call someone a pussy, then yeah.
That's basically what he did to Toma.
Yeah, he called him a scrub, but...
But apparently he's just been training this whole time. That's why we haven't seen him.
Yeah, this is the first time they actually call it by name, but apparently that area behind those doors is some sort of hyperbolic time chamber training zone called Liberation.
That would explain a lot.
Yes.
In this episode.
Also, I like his swords.
Yeah, so his
I think it's really neat how all the characters actually have unique sort of weapons and fighting styles for the most part.
Yeah, they haven't really explained why not everyone has just the standard sword driver, but so Ren's Seiken is called the Fusoken Hayate. They're a pair of green ninja swords that start as a single sword, but then separate into two blades and also combine into a shuriken. That shuriken is not aerodynamic. Let me just say that.
But he has wind powers, so he can like blow wind behind it to make it.
I guess.
No, I'm sorry, but this is the best picture that we've gotten with Kenzan. He looks like he belongs in Shinobi.
A little? Well, that's just because he's a ninja.
No, but even someone added like a
fake Shinobi or driver on him.
Yeah, driver on him.
But yeah, he
looks like he belongs in Shinobi.
Normally, he just has the logos buckle, just like Buster and Slash.
So what? It would be like Kenzan.
I doubt it would do that, but something close to that.
Ninja of ninja.
Well, Kenzan means like appear or arrive.
So he's Kamen Rider Arrive?
It's also
Kamen Rider Sanjo.
It's also a pun because Ken means sword and Zan is a word that means cut.
He's Kamen Arriver.
Kamen Rider Sword Cut.
Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, no, like, I legit, he's like one of my favorite characters so far, just because, like, again, he talks a lot of shit and he's super cocky, but then he has the actual skills and, like, ability to back it up, so...
But we also find out that he apparently has some sort of attachment to Kento, because when he and Toma have their really abruptly established fucking paper duel...
Yeah, well, like, if I touch you, then I get to teach you life stuff. And
Kento calls in the middle of the duel, and Toma uses that distraction to bap him on the head. And apparently Ren really likes Kento. We don't know why or to what degree.
Even Kento's just like, he's like, Ren, calm the fuck down, bro.
I'm sorry if this is a bit of a tangent, but I have to say that my favorite ability in the show so far has to be the Three Little Pigs ability.
Yeah, so
it's just so perfectly the story, but as an attack.
Yeah, so the result of that duel is that Ren hands over his Kobuta 3 Kyodai Wonder Ride book to Toma, which is the Three Little Pigs.
And those are little cute
he
little
like
pigs.
Actually summons the Three Little Pigs as little paper cutouts, and they can like build a house around you.
Yeah, I liked when they actually defeated the monster. You actually see them like high five.
Yeah, so
it's really cute.
A lot of fighting starts happening over the episodes, several fights at once, and yeah, so
multiple different piranha monsters with zero explanation as to why there's multiple of them.
Because it's a swarm of piranhas.
They did establish that once an altar book is completed, they can resummon it whenever they want. but that doesn't fully explain why there's multiple ones.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a case... I'd have to go back and watch the episode again, but maybe it's just a case of it was resummoned immediately after dying.
They had, like, different voices and fucking...
There was a
facial
female
features.
one.
Yeah.
I'll say this, when it comes to, like, rider logic and things like that, when you're thinking about how much is summoned in a thing, it's because there are more powerful people at work.
I don't know. But yeah, so Saber goes Dragon, Eagle, 3 pigs, which gives him this delightful Christmas color scheme.
That's a rider form I never thought I'd hear. Dragon, Eagle, 3 pigs.
Yeah.
Eagle Shock, 3 pigs.
Eagle Shock, 3 pigs.
Is that an O's thing?
No, that's
No, it's
Sun
Vulcan.
Same singer, though. It's Akira Kushida.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't get it.
Sentai,
It's-
3 pigs.
I guess the helmet. I guess Kenzan's head looks like the head of that Gekiranger form.
Kenzan Gokayo.
There you go.
Alright, whatever.
Kenzan 3.
But
See, Kenzan's so memeable. I love it.
it's funny that like Saber uses Dragon, uses the Eagle book along with 3 pigs because it like summons the 3 pigs, which build the cartoon House of Straw. These things look like they stepped out of a Paper Mario game.
They
And
do
then-
look like Paper Mario.
And then he uses the Eagle power to blow the house away.
And then, like, I forgot. And someone was like, "Wasn't it a wolf?"
Wasn't it a wolf? Yeah.
Yeah, Espada was like, wait, wasn't there a wolf in that story? I'm like, yes, but
He was in the last season.
That's the point.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot to state my opinions on last week's episode, Saber.
Sure.
I really enjoyed it because I liked all the real like personal conversations we had between certain characters. I thought that was really nice. Also, the freaking Huckleberry Finn scene was really cute. It confused me because I thought Toma was the other one, so like it kind of confused me like who's who, and then like I watched it again and I was like, oh okay, no, yeah. But no, it was I thought it was cute when like Ogami like spilled his drink and then made Kento laugh. I thought that was adorable.
So you're talking about Kamen Rider. I'm over here thinking, is the wolf from the 3 Little Pigs story the same wolf from Little Red Riding Hood?
I think so. I think that's the logic I'm trying to go with.
Wolf, or if they're just both wolves who have earned the title of Big Bad Wolf.
My question is whether or not the woodsman from Hansel and Gretel is the
Same one
same
from Snow White?
woodsman from, yes, Snow White, but also Little Red Riding Hood.
It's all a connected fairy tale universe. If only there was a show like that.
What if the woodsman is literally just like a mystical role that takes place?
What if the
within
woodsman is a
entirety
Kamen
of
Rider?
humanity? What if the woodsman was Kamen Rider? Yes.
What if we get an axe Kamen Rider and Saber just to mix it up?
I'm just, you know what? All this talk about fairy tales,
So.
all this talk about fairy tales is just reminding me of Hoodwinked, and that was actually a good movie.
Up to was hoodwinked.
I liked Hoodwinked. Use the hood, Red! Use the hood! That's all I remember.
Oh, no. That was freaking Patrick Warburton as the Big Bad Wolf, too.
Oh, that's great. Yes, Hansel nuts to Gretel.
Yeah, if you're seeing that and not knowing why, listen to this week's extra.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. So Espada's fighting another piranha. Saber fights Disaster. The cartoon pigs blow away another piranha. Suddenly Storius is there and then just like uses some weird poison to seal up Rekka in the sword driver. And then Disaster steals back Storm Eagle.
Yep.
Like, does he have some sort of like personal attachment to that book? Because he had it first.
Maybe he's a Gekiranger fan.
Maybe it's just a memento of the rider he killed.
Maybe that's his book that he's based on, and that has consequences for him.
Except, no, we saw Caliber spawn Disaster from his own book.
What if we see more monsters like him, and the books actually are connected to them? And
The thing is, all of the monsters come out of their own alter books. None of them come from the actual Wonder Ride books.
Hang on.
They're not like the Bugsters.
If he's sentient...
Disaster?
Yeah, Disaster.
Uh-huh.
What if he got corrupted and got sealed in the book?
Maybe, but
think of it.
There's no other evidence that any of the monsters come from the actual Wonder Ride books. They're all spawned by these alter books.
Yeah, but if you think about it, all these books are chained up. So what if all of them are just being, like, Like, you have to fight us, otherwise you're getting sealed back into the book.
I mean, they are fighting them and defeating them, and then they get reused, like we saw with Golem and Piranha. They said that when an altar book is completed, they can be resummoned as many times as they want.
But what if it's not actually them? What if it's like a different, like a copy? In a sense, a reprint.
That's an episode 10 to 20 question. I don't know. I'm just going based on what they've told us so far. If it turns out to be not true, how am I supposed to know that?
To quote the Crimson Chin, "Don't ask me. It's the writer's fault."
Don't ask me. I got canceled.
I got canceled.
I was gonna use I got canceled too.
Ask
me, and me, not me. I got canceled.
But yeah, Storius clearly has some sort of secret plot that has nothing to do with the others, but we'll find out more about that later.
Yeah, that was the weird thing about this episode. There was 3 subplots going on?
Guys, what if an actual full-on plot that this show is trying to put forward to us is a red herring?
That's kind of what I think it might be, because the whole Avalon,
it's based on a book thing.
The whole mystery of Avalon has been what they've been building up towards in the previous episodes, but it looks like we're going to get to Avalon next episode. So I'm wondering if there's some whole other plot that's going to happen over the rest of the show that we have no idea about yet. Yeah. Because the way these episodes are moving, multiple form debuts per episode. This episode that's paced like a lightning bullet train. We're really, really rushing, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
So what you're
there are so many people, too. Like, it's just riders.
Oh, and everyone's talking at once.
Called up.
Sorry, Emily, go ahead.
I just said there's a lot of riders.
Yeah, Paul, what were you saying?
A narrative device called a plot twist.
More like a plot twister, because Jesus.
I just like Storius fucking going up to Caliber, just being like, "You after though, Caliber? You want to go to Avalon? Try to get some power?" Caliber's like, "No, maybe."
When he did that, he reminds me of early series Misora, when she just pulls out her knife and she's all, "Oh
God, I forgot about that.
Now I'm just thinking from a meta perspective of, what if by the end of Saber, they're just a Wonder Ride book?
Why can't I hear?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Why can't I hear anything anymore? God damn it.
Mute and unmute. Make sure he's still in the chat.
Make sure you didn't get shoved into the AFK chat.
He's still in here. Yeah. See if you can fix that. Anyway. So yeah, Saber gets his belt sealed and he's got to go to Avalon to fix it. But in the meantime, we also get this additional side plot of, hey, look, Zuos and Dizast disappeared in front of Rintaro at the end of the last episode. So May and Rintaro apparently used Instagram to find where Zuos was hanging out. I don't think that's how Instagram works, but okay.
Can I just say fucking Zuos' freaking monster form is badass as hell?
It's really cool.
It reminds me of something from an anime, and I don't know what.
It's so
I've seen some sort of giant white and blue dog ghost thing, and I can't remember what it's from. It might be
near a white and blue very dog.
It might be like a Digimon or something. I don't know.
Garurumon?
No, but like
dogs white and.
I can't remember what it is, but I know I'm going to kick myself until I remember. There's some sort of like giant blue ghosty dog thing from some sort of anime.
Maybe it's Whisper.
I don't know.
Is it Tiger? He's not really ghosty.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just going to say this. They shouldn't go to Avalon. They shouldn't go to Avalon because last time someone went there, it was in Gargoyles, and Goliath Bronx and freaking his daughter ended up traveling around the world for 20 episodes. So I don't want freaking half the entire show is just them traveling around trying to get back home.
I don't know. But what really irked me about the whole Blades versus Zuos thing is, they just dropped that Blades had a master, the previous Kamen Rider Blades, with like no pomp, circumstance, hint, foreshadowing, fucking anything. They just like, oh, you remind me of the other water swordsman I killed 15 years ago. You killed my master? You had a master? This is all news.
I like to think he would have.
It makes sense for it, but like to have absolutely fucking zero mention or even a hint to that being a thing.
Well,
why am I supposed to care if I've never heard of this character before?
Well, it's something so that you can actually feel for Blades.
But why would I care enough to feel for him if this is someone we're just being Oh, by the way, here's someone who died 15 years ago. Okay.
Well, it's because it shows that, even though it happened that long ago, he still isn't over it.
Okay, well, don't care about Blades' master, care about Rintaro feeling upset about his master.
Which is fine, but like there should have been that scene at some point anywhere in the previous episodes where Rintaro was like, this is how you fight. I learned it from my master.
Okay.
He's not with us anymore. And then it's like, aw.
Yeah, I get it.
Never mentioned him.
But you have to remember with the show, Ichi, it's not going to be perfect. Every episode's not going to be great. It's going to be slow-paced. It's going to be fast-paced.
You know what else I hated about Blades versus Zuos? Blades seems like he's trying his best, but he didn't even go second form.
Yeah, there was a scene where like it cuts back to like him getting his ass kicked, and I'm like, I feel like when they cut back, he should have been in Volume 2. So, but actually, wait, he didn't have Volume 2 because at the end he grabbed Pegasus and Peter Fantasista, so he didn't have he didn't have the books there.
He was already holding Fantasista.
Was
in
he?
his hand.
I swear he picked it up from the desk.
No, he just had it in that hand and then picked up.
That was the Pegasus one he picked up. From
No. But I saw it. I saw it on the desk.
I know what you're saying. He walked in with Fantasista in his hand and picked up Pegasus.
Okay.
Why would he not have Fantasista?
Because I know, but because I saw him have it on the desk and then he picked up both, so I thought he just picked up.
He
both
walked in with Fantasista in his hand because he wanted to look at them both and go, I must master these.
I go back to what I said when they cut back to him fighting. Still, he should have been in Volume 2.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not.
I can't exactly feel for him when he didn't even actually try his hardest.
I'm not having a Pegasus. No, that's Ichi. He likes that for him. But anyway, so Toma decides to make a little deal with Ren, going, "Hey, how about we have a competition?
Even though we just did.
You go to try to defeat Disaster, and I'll try to find Avalon, and we'll see who wins first." And Ren's like, got it! And like Kanto kind of chuckles at it a bit. He's just like, yeah, that's a way to motivate him.
And for some reason, he just gives him back the Three Pigs book.
Yeah,
he goes, why not?
That's why the fuck
I'm not gonna go fight.
Yeah, he can't use it. So it's like, might as well give it back to him.
He did in this episode.
No, but then now he can't use it, so might as well give it back to Ren.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Plus, it's his book anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, so... Speaking of Kenzan, one thing I didn't talk about is the fact that Kenzan's debut henshin wasn't a proper sequenced one like the others.
Because he's a ninja. He doesn't need one. He's so fast.
Maybe he thinks he's too good for that?
I was expecting that to be a gift.
He's too strong for that. He's too strong for a proper henshin.
Someone put him in.
I still dislike it.
What are some theories? What are some actual constructive theories as to why he didn't do that?
The only
answer, we didn't have the money.
This episode was so fast-paced, we didn't have time for anything.
I feel like he'll get a proper
so much going on this episode.
I mean...
we had to cut stuff somewhere.
You know who we did get a proper CG henshin for? Espada Volume 2, who was shoehorned into this episode for no fucking reason!
Okay, but it was cool, though.
It was cool, but it was literally Kenzan did his henshin.
That's all that matters.
No,
it's cool.
We're talking about this.
No.
Kenzan does his henshin, goes to fight Disaster.
Okay.
Then just out of nowhere, with no preparation or anything, just the fucking henshin sequence for Espada and Lapto Hedgehog. And then they cut away from him, and we don't see him for 5 more minutes, and the next time we see him, he just goes right into the Hisatsu!
Yeah.
And kills a piranha!
Okay.
Why did this...
It's upsetting because I didn't even notice it was a new form.
Like, why bother debuting a new form this way if we're not going to give it the time it needs?
Because Volume 2 forms ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, have you not noticed that, this is, episode 6?
Yeah.
How many times have they gone, Volume 2 and Volume 3 at this point? Where
the point is, there hasn't been a full matching set of Volume 3.
Okay, so usually when they go the not matching set, they mention it's, they call it aspect instead of volume. But when they do the matching ones, it starts saying 2 volume.
Well,
so technically nobody's gone 3 volume
Yeah.
When someone uses 3 different series books, it's just a Wonder Rider sound.
Yeah.
If they use 2 of the matching set and then a third one that's a different one, it does the volume 2 sound, and then it says tokusatsu, whatever the third one is.
Yeah.
I'm going to
It's
say
referring
this
to
to
them
you
as-
right now. Sometimes it's okay to just turn your brain off for a couple of minutes and just be like, hey, that
I
was
like
cool.
this show and I want it to do well. That's why I criticize.
I get it, but like...
This is the belt mechanics boy talking.
I know, but this is... But he didn't do anything that was belt mechanic. He
I know.
He was like, oh, I got
Now
my
I'm talking about the narrative. My point is, a new form debut is a wondrous occasion that needs to be celebrated with proper cinematography and narrative significance, and this had none of it!
Well,
Okay.
Well, did you look
Itchy.
into who directed
Let's
it?
put it this way. These forms have about as much significance as random O's combos.
Oh, mention Koichi sucked.
But it's a matching set!
So, it's a matching set of
If he was using 2 different books, I would be perfectly fine with it, and I would agree with you, but this is Espada's actual second form! It deserves respect!
Takakiriba.
That wasn't a proper form! That was a mismatch!
It's still, yeah, so is this.
No!
You've got 2 of the right set and one that's not.
That's different, though!
It's still the same fucking thing.
No, it is not.
It realistically is.
Takakiriba is not the same
No.
as fucking Espada using
The
2
boys
of his
are
own
arguing.
set.
It is legit the same fucking thing.
If he was using a 3rd book from a different series, that would be the equivalent.
Hey, you got any popcorn?
Instead, he's just got an empty slot entirely. It's not a complete thing.
I
It's not
can't
a big-
believe I have to argue this!
Did you just say empathy slot?
Empty slots.
Empty slut.
Oh, I thought you said empathy slot.
I
Barry,
can't,
put up a picture of a cock-loving slut.
I can't fucking believe I have to argue this.
Anyways, the point is, Hedgehog, fucking Aladdin, whatever the fuck it's called, it's cool looking.
It's called
It's cool
Lampto Hedgehog.
Cool. It's cool looking enough.
I'm surprised Paul isn't gushing more about it. He's the one who loves Espada the most. What do you think about this?
I like Espada too.
I think Espada is gorgeous, and I think that his character has been underused, and I don't think that we have enough about him to be able to actually create any sort of narrative importance for him.
I disagree. We just found out that Calibur's his father.
No, yes, Calibur's his father, and that's where I tend
He
to...
should have debuted his Volume 2-4 while fighting Calibur.
Oh, are we talking about last week's episode?
No, we're talking about
No.
this. Oh, what do you think of is Aladdin Needle Hedgehog form that we saw this
And the
episode?
fact that there was no narrative pomp and circumstance to it at all.
Well, last week we found out that this guy was basically Maji Shine if he was Maji Red with Maji Shine's entire situation.
I think there was a Hyperball video of that.
His... Let's face it, guys, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant about Calibur here.
Proceed.
Y'all know I love Maji Ranger, right?
Yes.
I've made it clear. Calibur is literally just Wolzard, but not as cool looking.
That's fair.
He really is. He.
Kome-sama.
I think we can talk more about Calibur when we finally see his henshin next week.
But we're also. You also brought up the fact that Calibur is Espada's dad, and so this is important.
Yes, I brought it up because I feel like it would have been more narratively significant if Espada debuted his Volume 2 form while fighting Calibur.
But I've been looking at this show in a different light. I've been looking at this show from the perspective
You know
of,
what it takes to make it right?
No. I'm trying to actually make a point here. I feel like the people who are making this show want to make a rider show, but they like Sentai better. And I think that a lot of the inspiration that they're deriving from is from some of the great Sentai series. Particularly, and I'm biased towards this because I'm seeing a lot of influence from it, Maji Ranger.
Yes, we've talked plenty about how it's similar to Sentai and Maji Ranger specifically.
But see, here's the thing. Espada had his episode the episode before. Like,
and I think that's when he should have debuted Needlehead, his second form.
And I agree with you.
It would have been a bit too much.
No. See, here's the thing. I see where you're coming from. The pacing is really flawed. Because basically we had an Espada episode that is very plot heavy, but in terms of his power up, they literally just threw it into another character's episode for shits and giggles just because they forgot to put it in there and they didn't have the space. I think this team has a lot of problems with time management, and I think that they want to create something really truly lore heavy, but they don't know how to pace it. I feel like that is the biggest flaw of this show. The team that's making this wants to make a story-driven, lore-heavy, character-based show, but they don't know how to pace it.
That's generally the impression I'm getting so far.
And I can definitely... Well, I can say I think one of the major problems with it is the fact that at the end of the day, unfortunately, we gotta sell the toys.
That's why it was shoehorned into the episode.
That's why it was shoehorned in.
Hey, remember Needle Hedgehog? Get it! Out now!
No, I know, but they could have sold it much more effectively by debuting it in the previous episode where he fought Caliber.
That is why I'm going back
here's
to
the
my...
thing. But see, here's the thing. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Lane. They have this pre-baked, narratively interesting alternative to just giving him Needle Hedgehog in a throwaway scene so that it has no impact. They've already done it. Saber is the best at taking books that aren't his and making great forms with it. He should have been the one to use Needle Hedgehog for the climax of this, and then...
But he has used Hedgehog already a couple times.
I know that. But we could have had another Espada episode where it's just like, wait a minute, that's part of my
I'm just gonna get some water. I hope that's okay.
I can throw that into my thing, and then we can see his.
Well, I mean, Kento
form.
already knew it was part of his set because he's the one who handed it off first for it to trade hands. He had it before any of it traded any hands, so he already knew it was his second book. He had it, and then he just passed it around.
Okay, well, that's a problem.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay. I think we've gone on this long enough. I'm sorry. Like I said, the point, going back to my former point...
No, Lane, I'm fascinated because I've never seen a Rider series that has so much good going for it, but also so many problems.
I'm going to chalk this up as a one-off and hope that the pacing learns to chill out from here, but I just wanted to bring this all up because, holy fuck, we crammed so many plots into one episode that it just felt like none of them were significant.
Once again, I will go back to my previous point. This show's not going to be perfect every single time.
Am I crazy? Does this not have a pacing problem?
It really has a pacing.
This is the only episode that I think has a pacing problem.
I can admit that, yes, this felt a bit overpaced, but it's because we were dealing with 3 separate character plots the whole episode.
Which we could have...
That's the pacing problem.
Which we could have explored individually over separate episodes.
Anyways, let's talk about how cute it was seeing Toma talking with Daishinji, and he was like, hey, are there any forbidden books here? No! Proceeds to look over
awkwardly looks up at them.
It was fucking
moron.
Like, even Toma noticed it. He's like, are you sure there's no forbidden books here that I can't read? No. Proceeds to keep looking. Just see him dashing. Oh, it's probably this. No, you idiot. It's this. Fuck!
You know what I think might be going on? What? Actually, I think I know what you're going to say, Paul, so you go ahead.
Yeah, I have a theory.
Uh-huh.
I don't think he can lie.
Exactly. Just cut to Jim Carrey. I can't lie!
Why would he surrender that information unless he's just, like, super arrogant about it? And he's either super arrogant and doesn't like people being wrong around him, or he legitimately cannot lie.
Because he is a robot.
I did like that he kept hiding his face behind the sword, though.
There is clearly much more to his personality than we've seen so far.
And you know him being as shy as he is, he's fucking smart as hell. Like,
I want Nicolas Cage to dub him.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Anyways, yeah. So
What do you mean you don't know how to use the Wonder Books? This is crazy, man!
Henshin.
God damn it.
Transform.
Look, Raven's asleep now. Good job.
Getting there.
He's just waiting for us to talk about Samurai Flamenco.
Basically.
So anyway,
He gets the Forbidden Book, and we see that there's 13 seals or something.
they said that when the 13 stories are connected by the sword.
when the 13 stories cross.
All right, let's
That's
put,
what I was thinking.
The next
Also, that's
coming.
so weird because I'm drawing Captain
Yeah.
America right now. In the
I haven't looked at the emblems on that book to make sure, but I'm pretty sure by the 13 books they're referring to the Wonder Ride books we've seen. Because think about it, we have Sabers 3, Blades 3, Espadas 3, so that's 9. 10, Genbu Shinwa. 11, Jakun. 12, Sarutobi Ninja Den. 13, Kobuta-san Kyodai.
Yeah, it's specifically the story slot.
Is it?
Because it kept referring to them as the 13 stories. And we know there's at least 10 fucking writers in this show, so there's got to be at least 10 storybooks.
Interesting. I'd have
And
to.
heck, Lane was saying earlier he was hearing stuff about potentially the number being up to 13.
I remember reading it as like
That's really
at least
popular.
10, so maybe. Someone would have to like
Which
list
would
off
also
what we're seeing on
which
those
would also
emblems.
explain why, if that's necessary, why Storius would be the one who knew about all of this.
Yeah. Because Storius is the monster representing the story slot and the
Exactly.
driver.
Yeah. Yeah, so like as we see Toma like sketching stuff, like trying to figure out the path to Avalon.
He basically draws a great big D20.
Kenzan's fighting Disaster, and they get teleported, and he's just like fighting, kicking his fucking ass. He uses the Three Pigs power to like
Hide
make a
behind
brick
walls.
wall, and like hides behind it, comes out of nowhere.
I think that would have been funnier if there's like 3 walls there, and they were all made of brick. It should have been like one of brick, one of straw, one of
one
sticks,
straw, one of
That
stone.
became-
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like they each
But-
fall one by one.
Yeah, no, after all that
It's
boasting...
straw, then sticks, and then
bricks.
then-
Yeah.
Yeah, no, after all that boasting, to have him take on Disaster, who Buster, the other OP character in this show, needed a second book to even narrowly squeak out any level of victory against this guy. But he just frigging went up against him and
Dummied
kicked
him.
his ass and took him
Fucking
out full on
Dummied him.
in base form.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have 15 pounds of that how much that belt weighs to hold him down.
I never thought about it, but that's right. That's true. Kenzan dummy Disaster and Buster barely laid a scratch on him.
Right?
Because it was his
Wow,
debut
that's
episode.
scary.
That's what I mean.
Debut illness.
This guy, it's not just that this guy can back up his shit. No, he just backed up his shit.
And also, that fight was fucking rad.
Yeah,
Right?
no. I love the 2 swords when he puts them into the shuriken mode, because that shit was awesome. He just fucking throws it, and
It
he's just like,
makes sense
like-
in the best way.
Yeah.
he's like, I gotta beat him before Toma fights Avalon! And he does like the cool story.
Fucking nerd!
He does like the fucking storybook, like page flipping when he's doing like the spin on Disaster.
Yeah, but it was pretty interesting how instead of an ordinary book, it was like a scroll.
Yeah.
That was cool.
He's
So
a
it's like-
ninja.
Yeah, and then he fucking kicks his ass, and he's just like, yeah, I did it! Fuck you, Toma!
Yeah, and like so in this episode, Disaster stole Storm Eagle back, and then Kenzan went and got it back also again in the same episode.
Yeah.
So my immediate thought was, why did it even need to actually change hands if it was just going to end up?
Because by Storm Eagle now.
I already did.
Because,
Good.
but
It's
by,
working.
by Storm Eagle.
But then we saw a little purple thing fly away, so Disaster's still around.
Disaster probably survived. He has
He's
his
like a
own
book. He has the second copy.
He has his own altar book, and we established that completed altar books can be
You have to
reused.
destroy all the Disaster copies of the Disaster book if you want to truly defeat.
We have to recall him.
Wait, what is this, Inkheart?
It's like
Gotta destroy
destroying
every
all the
copy?
copies of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
If I had time and a hammer.
Was that Nicolas Cage in Inkheart, or was that not Nicolas Cage?
I don't remember.
It
Maybe
was
it's not Nicolas
crap.
Cage.
I know who he is.
But
The guy who's in the Mummy.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser?
Brendan
No,
Fraser.
I don't think it was Brendan Fraser. Hang on, I'll look it up quickly.
Anyway,
It was-
I just wanted to mention that because I
Oh, it
think
was him.
because of the fact that Disaster, when he spawned out of the book the first time we saw, he had Storm Eagle with him. I'm pretty sure Storm Eagle was a trophy of the riders he killed, from a rider/riders that he killed.
Yeah, That's the thing that, like, villains and stuff do. They keep, like, trophies. It's like General Grievous in Star Wars. He keeps every Jedi's lightsaber that he's killed.
Or to use a more apt comparison, Nago collecting buttons from criminals.
Or, you know,
Star Wars.
or to make a Transformers reference, the bounty hunter Lockdown, whenever he captures any Cybertronian, he takes their personalized weapon.
Galvatron just goes, yes, another fine addition to my collection.
Yeah. You see, I'm not really a Decepticon. I'm more like a bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter con.
So here's how all of our episode plots wrap up. Kenzan kills Disaster and reclaims Storm Eagle. Zuos literally hands Blade his sword and says,
Go cry at home to mommy.
Fuck off, bye.
Bye, get good, Scrub Lord, I'm ripped.
And Toma confirms that Daishinji is/was Kamen Rider /
And I'm calling him Slash from now on because that's so much easier to say than Daishinji.
Yeah.
Daishinji.
So the episode ends, but what's this? A post-credits scene?
Yeah, so basically fucking Rintaro just walks in, grabs Pegasus, and he's like, okay, personal revenge, bye!
Yeah.
And they're all like, what?
He takes Tenku no Pegasus and walks into Liberation to train to use it, so he's going to be using it next episode.
Who was the one in Age of Extinction?
I actually missed
That was
that.
awesome.
Oh, that was
Locust.
Locust? I liked him, he was cool.
Yeah, Rintaro crying on the ground a few moments later, ending dance. I mean, the ending dance isn't canon.
That's why Drive did the best fucking thing when Shinosuke died, and then it was just like, next time on Kamen Rider Drive.
Yeah.
It was just like, hell yeah.
So next episode is going to be...
Yeah.
Next episode, we're probably going to see Calibur's Henshin. We're going to see fucking Blades Volume 3, baby!
It's supposed to be different.
And also, Saber gets the Arthur power-up.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see you fucking bitch about that.
Wait,
We're gonna bitch so goddamn hard about it.
Wait! Is he actually gonna get a power up based on Arthur?
Yes, King of Arthur.
Yeah, remember when
the
the robot building the
I
saber
thought you
room.
meant Arthur
Yeah,
the
that's
Aardvark
the
as
Saber
well.
Saber.
Arthur the
I
Aardvark.
genuinely thought you meant the aardvark.
I thought
No!
you meant that too.
AARDVRK.
I thought that when he put the book in the thing, it would go, and I say, hey! What a wonderful
No.
kind of day!
To quote-
Hey!
To quote my mom, to quote my mother from Thanksgiving weekend, no, we're not watching Arthur.
Now I want to watch Arthur.
I do want to watch Arthur. It's great.
Fighting evil isn't hard when you've got your library card.
Oh my god.
AARDVRK! AARDVRK!
Where are you spelling?
Aardvark!
It's what we are.
Is that
Dvark.
That's how you spell aardvark, Gar!
That's what he was spelling.
Yeah, that's how he did. Because he was studying for the spelling bee by reading the dictionary, and that was the first
And
word in
rapping.
the dictionary. It's aardvark.
And he rapped in his treehouse.
Yeah. Hey,
I watched that episode recently.
Fuck, now I want to watch Arthur.
Then there was an episode of Arthur where DW learned how to curse.
Yeah, that was
They
an
censored it. It
The
was
Sopranos in it somehow?
See, my favorite is when she walks up to a door and there's a sign on the door that says, don't go in this door, and she goes, that sign won't stop me because I don't know how to read. Kick.
It's funny because their last name is Reed.
Yep.
Wait, REED or
R-E-I-D.
No, I'm pretty sure it is READ.
No,
Wait.
it's Arthur Reed. R-E-I-D.
Arthur's name is Arthur Reed?
Yes.
Arthur Reed, yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
Oh my god,
This is
where
compelling.
This is the weirdest tangent.
Is this where we've come to? Talking about Arthur?
Don't steal my bit, you fucker.
Oh, I wanted to make Gar laugh for 5 minutes
No,
straight.
no, because that was.
It only works when I do it.
Well, it was also out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Also, while Ichi looks it up, Lockdown was voiced by a character named.
It is Reed, READ.
Oh, I thought it was R-E-I-D.
I remember because I was like, like books. I get it.
That's gonna be the title of the episode. Books, I get it.
Like books.
Like books.
Fuck's sake. Anyways, go watch Arthur. It's a timeless classic of a cartoon. Still going today, surprisingly.
Especially the episode with Mr. Rogers.
That's fine.
If you watch
I've watched more than enough of it.
And if you watch the
And I
Canadian,
say, eat!
no, and if
Or
you watch
his last name is fucking Reed.
if you watch the Canadian TV show Radioactive,
I love that show!
The nerdy kid, like with the tie.
Ethan?
That was Arthur's original VA.
Yes, it was. I hear it.
Yeah.
How
Ethan
many
St. John.
VAs has you think
What an
he's gone
odd
for,
connection
Like
to
4.
make.
If you just look up Arthur Reed on the wiki, you can probably see his.
The best character was clearly Kevin Calvin, who they axed in the second season.
Remember when Mr. Rogers showed up in an episode? That was fucked.
Radioactive?
Yeah, Mr. Rogers showed up in an episode of Arthur.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Oh.
Radioactive.
Binky was like, Mr. Rogers, he's for babies. Literally, Mr. Rogers is behind him. He turns around, Mr. Rogers.
I just saw that.
Actual him voicing him too.
Literally, he just comes up behind Binky. Now, do you actually think this to be true?
I just love that meme where, like, hell, Binky's my dad now. There's no reason you can't join us, son.
He's banging his mom.
Oh, don't remind me of that.
Isn't it like one of those quizzes from
Yeah.
the website?
Yeah.
And it was Kiramager.
I'm taking that.
Okay.
Oh, actually?
Not
Should
like
I just
watched
remove
the
you from the
episode.
fucking screen?
Not like I watched the episode.
Oh, but so I'm just gonna call this fucking Sena's legs the episode, because oh my god, was she in that tracksuit pretty much the whole fucking time?
Yeah,
was.
because
I'm
this
gonna
episode...
have to watch this episode on my own time.
I told you to watch it.
This
I'm
episode...
gonna watch it on my own
I
time!
wanted you to watch it so I
Oh!
Yeah, there you go. Gar gets it.
Gar gets it.
I got
I know.
it.
I'm traumatized.
I'm gonna watch it on my own time.
Oh. Wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge for the umpteenth
Wink,
time.
wink, nudge, nudge. I fucking love Sena.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, glob,
Make that
lubricant.
noise.
I don't have much more.
Stop it, Lane.
I'm sorry, I don't have much more to add to this other than
Ooh.
God.
Like literally, the episode opens with just fucking a moving up shot of her legs, and I was just like, bah!
Lane,
I just-
Lane, spoilers.
I'm sorry,
Leave
but then it's right there on the notes. Opens on Sena's legs.
leave some joy for me.
This... Well, how about the fact that this episode was literally Speed?
Leave
It was
some
like
joy
Speed,
for
but
me.
really low key version.
If she runs under 15 kilometers an hour, she's dead.
Bye.
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 Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
So I learned.
Oh sweet, I got my seat back.
So I learned a crazy
Yeah.
fucking thing about this
Hell yeah.
episode
Uh-huh.
because like,
That's better.
you know me, I dive into like who writes, who directs episodes.
Was he a huge Gekiranger fan?
It was the fucking head writer of Gekiranger.
Oh fuck! There you go.
Fucking wonder.
She hasn't written like she was the head writer of
She
Gekiranger
hasn't written
and
anything in 12
Ghosager.
years.
But pretty much after Ghosager, this is the only other Sentai credit she's done the last like 10 years. Just this one episode. I'm like, well, I guess
like Vega says, this is basically our way of getting Gekiranger 10 years after.
even though it's been 13 years.
Shut up.
I
Which-
did not expect this to be a crossover episode, and I was a little bit lost.
I was not expecting any Gekiranger actual cast members to show up.
No one expects the Gekiranger.
But yeah, it was actually like the president of Scratch and her daughter, like the actual daughter's actor.
Yeah,
So
I'm like,
This episode reaffirmed my vow to never, ever watch Gekiranger.
I'm not gonna lie, before the opening even started, I'm laughing my ass off. Because it's like, wow, Sena, you're really neeky about this.
and that's when I just sat back and went, oh, that's what I remember. I didn't like
I
Gekiranger.
literally heard that line and I went, oh
Do you know
no.
what the Jan speak is? It's like a hardcore weeaboo just trying to be like, oh, you're very
What if someone made an entire language out of onomatopoeia?
Well, it's also just the fact that he grew up in the jungle.
Yeah, that was
So
how
he
Jan.
spoke-
I didn't see Cole from Wild Force doing no fucking Niki sound effect bullshit.
Niki so des.
Oh my god, it was so annoying!
Niki, so
I hated that Sena first hated it. And I was like, okay, good. And then by the way, after she's like, I know what Nikki Nikki means. It means you did a good job. I'm full of energy. The world is mine to do whatever I want. I'm just like, calm the fuck down.
That's a lot to infer from 2 stupid sound effect syllables.
But yeah, it's now referred to as
joke.
John speak to the members of Scratch. And I kind of love how it's Jewel, the Red Ranger, to understand it first. I'm like, I have a feeling John and Jewel would probably go. Go.
Also for last week's Kiramager,
get along really well.
I fucking love Tomatomo's song.
Right?
It was a sick ass song.
I liked it.
I loved it.
All the songs are really
It's
good.
so good. It totally fit him.
really liking them.
I mean, they're all supposed to fit him.
All right, so
Quick note: they added the super forms to the opening. That was nice.
and they also add Yodana to the opening.
I don't know why it has Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I have to talk about last week's episode because this kind of bugged me.
All right,
So
is it about Yodana?
no, she's weird. I don't like that whole tongue thing she does. That creeps me out.
I don't do that whole tongue thing.
No, but just that apparently the lesson that they're trying to teach kids is, don't go over your limits, kids.
I talked about that. I'm like,
No.
It's so weird to have that kind of lesson.
See, once you're an adult, you have no fucking choice but to exceed your limits sometimes. It's called working overtime. That's fucking going over your limits, people.
Okay,
Taking care of business.
Hang on. There's a difference between working overtime and straining yourself for 13 hours straight to get something done with no actual rest.
I just love how it's
The
like...
second thing happens
Yeah, but
in
sometimes
Japan all the
taking that
time.
extra push to go over your limits can sometimes get shit done.
But doing it enough times, it'll actually start to make a strain on your own body.
That is very true.
What was the fucking time limit on it?
It was 100 seconds.
I love it. It's like, go full force, break your limits, but only for 100 seconds.
A minute and 40 seconds. That's it. I'm like, god damn. And then Tomatomo's like, I got this! Oh, no, you get to fight an arrow. And then Sena missed 3 fucking times. It's
Right?
like, I got it. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter, Sena.
Missed. I fired, and then it missed.
Okay. Oh, you want Timbit?
Yes.
I want a Timbit.
Steal the Timbit from the unconscious Raven.
He gets the thumbs up.
So that's chocolate.
Oh, you bastard. So I appreciate how after the opening of this episode, they actually go into detail of, hey, it's been 13 years. What the hell is a Gekiranger?
And they flash back to the
And
show.
it's cute how they flash back, and it's like, oh, Gekiranger, I missed you guys. I haven't seen them since I binge watched your show 2 years ago.
I saw Master
And it was
Shafu and
weird
I was like,
seeing them because I'm used to Wild Force.
BA passed away.
Well, they weren't Wild
Yeah.
Force, they were Jungle Fury.
Yeah, this was
Oh
Jungle
yeah, they were
Fury.
Jungle Fury,
Which,
yeah. But
surprisingly, it was a good show.
that's why I didn't know who they were. I'm such an idiot.
It's okay.
But not even how it's not Scratch, screw them. It's like, no, Scratch is kind of
Carrot Senpai.
yeah, the older Carrot, so we salute you guys.
I was just thinking, this is so dumb, but I was just thinking, did I just completely forget Wild Force? That's the reason why.
But yeah, so
They
they're...
weren't freaking Wild Force.
So
The ladies from Scratch are helping Sena to train her running time because they're her corporate athletic sponsor.
yeah, so that's the reason why she has the Scratch gear, and I'm like,
Yes.
that's clever. I'm glad they explained that.
We also confirmed in this episode she's a college student.
Yes.
'Cause it's me and her, we went to school together in college. It's oh, nice to connect these little 2 seasons together.
But yeah,
So they strap on this fanny pack with a fucking monitor in it because that's what they're using to train her.
and it keeps track of her running via a drone, and it makes her push herself to run faster.
Push it to the limit.
That seems like too many steps.
It seems a little superfluous.
I'm so sorry, but Sena's really, really attractive. So just
Yes.
her in that tracksuit the whole fucking episode, and seeing her running, I'm just
I'm getting exhausted just watching.
exactly.
These are the
Just
sounds you
Baywatch?
heard coming from Lane's room.
Lane, what have I told you about tapping on air?
Okay,
Can you guys
you
stop?
say that.
Sorry.
Hang on. So you think it's fair to think that she is attractive, Ichi probably thinks otherwise. Ichi thinks
Kind of a
probably
lie to
likewise.
say she
I
isn't.
have
I was
no
about to
idea.
say otherwise. Like,
I don't know what his preference
she's not like
is.
my like preferential type, if I'm gonna even say shit like that. But like, sure, she's attractive, she's cute, and they've made no qualms about. Like, they certainly are not making an effort to hide that.
I don't know why. I just felt very uncomfortable.
No, I get it. It's when it's like when they flaunt it like that.
Like-
Yeah, like exactly.
Not quite flaunting, but like, hey, here she is in a tracksuit running and getting sweaty all
Well,
episode.
it's like it when you look at animes and like live action Japanese shows and like the female like gym uniform is just a white shirt and really fucking short shorts. Like fuck.
They're
Yes.
basically underwear.
Yeah, basically underwear, exactly.
Like it's also just weird. Like I saw a Kamen Rider Black thing, like behind the scenes of like auditions and such for the women role, all in bikinis, like 2-piece bikinis. I'm like,
Okay,
what
that's
is
a little
going-
creepy.
It's like what's going on,
I hate to say this, Cigar, but Japan is very
Herbie?
yeah. Well, they're just
They gave us hentai.
They gave us.
they love their
James with
their
breasts.
sex. Let's just keep it at that.
It's because normal society is so like repressed that they have to like vent it in other ways.
Yeah.
That's why in anime is like 90% of them have tickle bitties.
I mean,
Look at
You
One
said it,
Piece.
not me.
All the women in One Piece have big tits.
One Piece, Bleach, like any show.
it's a subtle commentary on. I just wanted to see boobs.
Oh my god, I remember that!
Just look up the Pro CD video about anime boobs.
Yeah.
On
But
this
yeah.
manga.
So Yodana like kidnaps Miki. That's her
Miki
name?
and Natsume.
Yeah, Miki and
Yeah.
Natsume. Yeah, and then she changes the fanny pack to like a Yodon
The
pack.
dark fanny
And
pack.
pretty much tells her like, yeah, if you don't fucking keep
Premium
running,
Bandai exclusive dark
if,
fanny
if
pack.
you run if you don't keep running at 15 kilometers per hour, you're gonna explode badly. And
And
she's like, fuck, I'm gonna keep up the pace. And then like,
So it's speed.
Well,
Yeah.
no, again,
it is speed.
well, like I mentioned last week, apparently Speed is based on a Japanese movie,
Oh,
Oh, so
Yeah.
we're just ripping it back.
and which apparently Hayata's actor from Ultraman was in that movie.
no.
And it was like a train or something, or a boat. I can't remember what it was.
Well, Speed 2 was a boat.
Yeah, but it's like it was like somewhat the same premise.
Speed 2, speeder.
Too faster.
Speed 3, speediest.
Speed 4, Fast and the Furious.
Speed 5, expediate.
Yo, can we have Sonic in a Fast and Furious movie?
Oh my god.
All right, Dom, let's go.
I already beat you. Ha, we're family.
That's not possible.
That would be great,
Gotta
though.
go fast down.
Wow. So this episode's monster of the week is the Kyoryoku Sechakuzai Jamin,
The
the super glue.
Right.
The younger brother. And he's like, yeah, my older brother was a punk bitch.
It's the Craggle.
And it's amazing because
Craggle.
the previous glue Jamin spit white glue and this one spit yellow glue. So now it has the added joy of looking like piss.
Yeah, but I actually like that. Like it stuck them pretty well, and they couldn't do anything.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it's because the mook showed up and they cleaned it.
yeah, they cleaned
Like,
house.
I love it. The mooks are just sweeping, and I'm like,
Stick matter.
No, it's
when I saw the mooks sweeping for a second, I forgot it was gonna be the glue Jamin again. I'm like, what the fuck is the monster of the week this time based on curling?
no. I like that
I
Sayo's
thought
like.
that too. I thought it was curling.
I like that Sayo's like, oh, they're cleaning. That's nice. And Shigeru's just like, you're really falling for this? And then later she's
Yeah, they're
she's like,
cleaning for evil.
oh, and then later on Sayo's just like, oh, I knew they were cleaning for this reason. Shigeru's like,
No, you
no, you
didn't.
didn't.
No, you fucking didn't.
Reminds me of a little comic strip quickly. It's like, hey, I thought you quit smoking for good. I did stop smoking for good. Now I smoke for evil. He blows the puff of smoke into the kid's into the mother's baby.
Oh my
That's
god, that's
amazing.
brutal.
I love that all for good slash.
You gotta show me
evil
that.
bit.
You gotta show me that fucking Bible strip.
No, what is that from?
It's oh fuck, what are they called? Cyanide of Happiness.
Oh, those are
that sounds like their kind of joke.
But yeah, so
Also, the director of this episode also did 8 episodes of Gekiranger.
yeah. So again, we just keep seeing Sena running and running and running, and just so
She
many
tries
shots
to-
of her running.
She
and
tries
I'm
to
just
figure
like,
out what's going on, but like, and Miki's like dropping hints by way of the stupid Django.
Hey, Don't disrespect the jump.
It's very, very Zoa up here in this bitch.
Okay, first off, you're not using that term correctly.
Zoa!
So she slowly realizes what's going on, and then this is the dumbest shit ever. So she's like, just use the Mora Mora for the explosion. And Sena makes the fucking Springfield Gorge-sized logic leap.
Oh, she means the tunnel!
Oh, Mora Mora means darkness, so I should walk into this specific tunnel where my friends are waiting to get the fucking bomb off me!
I saw Natsume have you hold Sena's freaking Kirame changer, and I was like, oh, can you be Kirame Green?
That's what I thought when Hakutami Nemi calls them to go to the district, and then you see Natsume with the morpher, and she runs off, and I'm like, oh, is she gonna be Kirame Green? My other thought was, if Sena's not available, where's Daya-kun? Let's get the clone Kirame Green again.
Yeah, also,
yeah, I forgot they could do that.
Also, they had they summoned the Phoenix Bow, but then it got hit by the glue and it got stuck to a bike on a wall.
That was
Congratulations.
so fucking funny.
Congratulations. One episode after its debut, it gets taken up by Super.
Useless after one episode.
Way to go, new power up.
But no, even funnier was they just have her bring them the bike with the bow on it.
The bike horizontal.
And they prop the bike up so that Jewel can fire the bow even though it's stuck to the fucking bike.
You gotta give them points for innovation there.
I wanted so bad for their armor to just have fucking Boxo bike parts on it.
To have bike on it? Oh my, that would be funny.
Or Shakuriki sports
It
parts.
should have been a scratch bike.
Maybe.
That would have been great.
Maybe it was. Who knows?
Oh.
But they defeat the monster and get out, and they get over to save Sena. But that's a lot of exposition to happen in a short time, and Sena made a fucking athletic long jump size guess and happened to be
talking
correct.
about how Sena randomly stole someone's takoyaki while they were feeding.
Oh yeah, she drove by, stole some food.
That was fucking. Oh man, that was so funny.
I felt like playing the freaking Ferris Bueller music. You know, tastes good. Dinner's ready.
Who's that? Smells great.
Jerry and Archette, Sena Riki Sports.
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah. I liked how Miki's mother.
Can that be part of the thumbnail? Just have Sena, a shot of Sena running, but she has the Shakuriki sports armor on.
That's going in there.
That's going in there. That's gonna be great.
I liked how Miki's mother Masaki, she tries to take on Garza, and Garza's like, martial arts, eh? I think I can take you on. And it's just
she's the leopard.
Yeah, the leopard. You know,
I forgot.
Tiger Trunks.
Miki was the mom who fight Garza, and Natsume was the younger one.
Yeah.
I don't even like this show when I remember the character names.
It was a bit hard for me to remember.
I forgot that she had fighting style.
Yeah. And I'm I'm thinking to myself, okay, you can take on Mooks, but I don't think you can take on Garza.
No, when I saw her trying to fight Garza...
This man's in very thick armor!
I'm like, good fucking luck.
That's an alien.
No, that is a guy who knows what the fuck he's doing.
Wait, does that mean so if Gekiranger and Kiramager are now connected, can we also make it so that the animals in Gekiranger are just the missing Zooland?
Zoomans?
Yeah, the missing Zoomans.
I'm pretty sure we made that joke when Zooja started.
I think that should be a thing. Just start piecing together Sentai lore together.
God, fucking Bat Lee, Sharky-chan.
Sharky! What was it? Gory-chan?
Something
Larry,
because it was Donnie Chan. It was like Donnie Yen, but it was like Gory.
And then Cat's actor from SPD played the penguin one, Jungle Fury.
Oh,
yeah, it was
right.
oh boy. Because they gave him all human form.
With the spirit of the elephant.
Hey, Spirit Rangers were cool.
Where's that 3-pack?
So anyway, Kirame Green goes her Go super form and tries to point blank Garza or Yodana. Garza steps in to block it.
Can I say something about Yodana that actually bothers me? Okay, I get it. She's not a human. She's from Jotunheim or whatever like that. But I hate that, she's like emotionless, and like she does like a laughter, and she's like, "Oh, what's so funny? Oh, well, you guys laugh when shit goes your way, right? So I thought I would try it."
Is this the right time to laugh? Should I laugh now?
Should I laugh now?
Line!
You smile when shit goes well, right? I'm gonna smile.
She's trying to comprehend humanity.
No, I know, but it bothers me when she's trying to like force it. I'm like,
I think it's funny.
When I heard her laugh, I was like, "Oh shit, she's actually like fucking like maniacally laughing about something." And then she's like, "Oh, I was just trying it." I was like,
"Is that how you laugh? Did I get that right?"
Also, in the opening, you see her and Crunchula on one side and Garza on the other, with like a missing like spot there. So there's
obviously there's going to be another general.
Chances are there's probably going to be one more general showing up.
Yeah.
Also, I like Crunchula goes up to Garza and it's just like, "Yo, that bitch up to something." Garza's like, "Duh."
That bitch is pretty sus.
It's pretty sus. Duh. No, we'll keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her.
No.
What if we're all the imposter?
No, I don't trust her. Bitches be crazy.
Garza was an imposter.
I mean, he pretty much is.
I have a weird feeling he's going to be betrayed by these two.
I mean, he already betrayed...
It's Sentai. Some general has to get fucking betrayed.
Garza's going to be betrayed by Yodana and Crunchula.
Well, okay, let's see. In Zyuohger, it was what's-his-face?
Oh, elevator eye guy.
Kubar.
Yeah, Kubar was betrayed.
Kubar got Fubar.
No, let's see here. Schwartz in Tokyuger.
Schwartz, yeah.
No one in the Ninja because they all fucking suck. Kubar.
In Zyuohger.
No one in fucking Kiramager because they all...
Kinemon was the big betrayer.
Oh, yeah.
Kinemon.
Kinemon,
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was thinking of One Piece.
Kiramager, none because they're all fucking awful.
Fuck those
Scorpio.
three generals.
Scorpio, kind of.
Yeah, Scorpio. Kind of.
Yeah, he was like his own subdivision of organization.
Lip and Pad.
Lip and Pad, there was like...
I guess, technically...
Frieza Amigo, I guess?
No, it was, what's-his-face? Watermelon Dude.
Oh, Zarmas or Darmas, the bomb guy.
Yeah, the watermelon dinosaur dude with the grenades. Yeah, he was like betrayed by what's-her-face.
Destra.
Destra, thank you.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
I can't believe we all still call him Friezo Amigo.
Yep.
Frieza Amigo.
I don't know his name.
Zamigo.
Oh,
we called him. It was Zamigo, but we called him Frieza Amigo.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then New Soldier.
We had a lot of memes on this show.
It was
Wiseru.
Yeah, Wiseru.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then again, he was like the only villain in the show.
Maybe Crayon.
Not Precious. Precious wasn't betrayed in...
No, Wiseru because he... Well,
Crayon seemed like he was going to turn good.
We thought Crayon was going to be like the sole plot of the show, and then nope.
No, oh, fuck that. No, Lane,
Remember when we thought he would be the final boss?
No, Lane, that requires actual writing.
Yeah. Salute Gun George. I miss
Which
Gun
one?
George. Gun George.
Gun George,
Also,
the
apparently
first
people have
and
been
the
calling, and on Twitter, I saw a guy called Smog Jokey, Smog Georgie. So I kind of want to call him that.
I still think Jokey is a terrible name for it. Just going by English cadence.
The mini club Smog Jokey's pretty impressive, actually. Because you can give him actual T-Rex legs.
I want to give him a burger.
We already did that as a thumbnail.
The hand
holding the burger.
Yeah.
That was great.
But I just have a weird feeling by give it 10 or so episodes. Or at least when the finale finally kicks in, Garza's gonna get his ass handed to him.
And then they're trying to defeat the monster in the mech fight, and then Mock just comes out of fucking nowhere, does this finisher, and then you see him have this kind of devil face on him for a second. I was just like, he's like, Sena, why the fuck did you use me? It says oh, I'm sorry, Mock.
Man, what a
I love you.
Man, what a simp.
Yeah. No, yeah, Mock's sipping so hard on Sena.
I mean, we all are this week, honestly.
What? Legs for days.
Yeah. And then we got Sena's music festival song, Winding Road, which...
I like it.
Yeah, honestly, I like all these fucking insert songs. They're great.
The songs are really good.
You didn't listen.
Before we get to that, I think it was absolutely fucking hilarious how after Mock does his big fucking tornado attack, he just daintily lands on the Megazord's fucking hand.
Zabune's cannon.
Yeah.
It just lands on his hand yes, this car is perched on my wrist.
I think Tommy Tomos is probably the only one that I don't like.
Oh, I loved it.
I love that one the most.
It was super good.
I think
he can sing.
I think Sena's song this week was pretty good too, but I like Tommy's better.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that you can't sing. I'm just I think it's just it's not my favorite type of music.
That's fair. It's all subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
Yeah. No, I liked it. So yeah,
And,
next.
Also,
are
one
they-
thing I want to comment on. At the start of the episode, Sena was like, "Oh, can you hold my morpher? Because I want to like try and set a new record," and she doesn't. And then at the end of the episode, she does set a new record with her morpher on.
Yeah, because you could do it all along.
Also, yeah, glue is weak to water. That's a thing.
Well, that's always been a thing, isn't it?
Is that a thing?
I don't fucking know. I don't use glue.
Let's just assume it was hot water.
It was hot.
You don't use glue? Like, ever?
Glue gun circus?
What would I need glue for?
No, don't bring up the goddamn glue gun circus.
Alright, anyways, next week's episode is about an invisible enemy, and we see the Phoenix machine, I guess.
And also Shigeru's.
It's a Shigeru.
It's a Shigeru episode.
Yeah, which means he's going to be fucking
Not
over.
just, I like how you said this next episode's about an invisible enemy, and then we see...
But yeah,
we don't see it. It's an invisible enemy.
Which means Shigeru is going to be over emotional, and I cannot fucking wait because Shigeru is so fucking fun.
I'm starting to like Shigeru a bit more.
I've loved him since fucking episode 2.
You know what?
Right?
You know, I'm gonna make a collage of like all the best faces that these guys have ever done. It's like Tommy Tomo's.
So you're going to copy my Q-Major?
No, but make like a wallpaper of like Tommy Tomo's face from episode 1. Shigeru's face from this episode. Sena's from like, I don't remember what episode that was. I think it was like episode 24 or something.
Oh yeah, I think it was last week's episode, but I liked when like Joel went over to Tomatomo and he's just like, "Don't worry, Tomatomo, you'll find this special someone someday." And Tomatomo's like, "Why the fuck would you bring that up?"
Yeah, I think that was 2 weeks ago, because it was the episode Yodana debuted.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I swear it was because I watched it.
No, it was last week's episode.
Yeah, it was last week.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but anyways, that was funny.
Because episode 25 and 26 was a two-parter. But yeah, overall, pretty good episode. I like, you know,
I liked it. I like that. I like the nice Gekiranger callback. That was really
the
genuinely
homage
nice.
back to Gekiranger was nice, especially now that I know that it was the head writer of Gekiranger that wrote the episode, and it's also just like I kind of like the monster of the week. It was just like, who are you? I'm Super Glue.
I'm the younger brother.
I'm the younger brother. If my brother was considered an angel, then consider me the devil.
Not the devil himself.
Yeah. And he glues them all and just beats the shit out of them. What a nice guy.
Yeah, that picture of Shigeru, he's like doing the little brother cry.
Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Oh yeah, the giant monster was also just a repaint of
Super Blue Shell Guy.
I didn't like this monster. He was stupid looking.
Well, like the body or just the head?
The bodies
The
are
body.
You don't like the body?
The
type?
bodies are all based on the 5 classifications, which we went over a while ago when they talked about them.
Oh yeah, he's like blindfolded.
I love how that was just a preview image. I'm like, the fuck is this? Give me a what?
I don't know.
Anyways, let's wake up Raven and get into our
Raven Samurai Flamenco.
Catch.
Alright, Raven, you can wake up now.
Raven Samurai Flamingo. Good. So I gotta say, so this week we're talking about episodes 5 and 6 of Samurai Flamenco, and then
Which weren't quite the whole shifting gears.
Yeah,
that
this
we
is the
thought.
wrap up of like the regular street.
I for whatever reason I recalled that happening like 5 or 6, but I guess I was wrong. It's more 7.
Good thing Tom's not here this week.
Yeah, I think it's episode 7 and like 8, 9, 10 there is like a 3-parter or something.
Yeah, so this is like the final in the like street hero arc, as I'll call it.
Which starts with him getting a bit part in a tokusatsu filming.
An ensemble.
They're basically the Jamagers.
Yeah, the music Sentai.
We don't talk about them.
We don't
here.
talk about the Jamagers.
We don't talk about shitty filmmaking here.
Okay.
No, but they're cool looking.
What do you mean?
They're-
That's exactly what we talk about.
Oh.
Emily, you still there?
Yeah,
What do you think about these episodes?
Samurai Flamenco?
Yeah.
It's a good show. I like it.
Did you like Flamenco Girl?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on Flamenco Girl.
All 3 of them.
I don't know. It was a good magical girl parody. Like, it's nice to see ones that aren't just directly like the only magical girl I know about is Sailor Moon, which
And
is
lots-
like what most
And lots of
American
excessive
ones.
crotch stomping.
Spike balls, tasers, and nut shots.
Yep.
That's what makes a good magical girl show.
Honestly gave me a little bit of, has anyone else seen Dai Maho Toge?
No.
No.
Or Pretty Witch, I forget what the English name is, but it's Punye-chan.
No.
Sorry.
Wait,
Her
Maxwell
like
Doran,
transformation is Lyrical Tokarev kill them all.
Oh.
Oh.
And her thing is she uses submissive wrestling moves on people. It's crazy. It's great. And her mascot is actually a ex-Vietnam soldier named Colonel Pia Livingston.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Very weird show.
Pyle Livingston.
All right.
Okay.
Well, his name is usually Piaton, but his actual name
Sounds
is
very
Colonel.
American.
So episode 5 basically gives us a bunch of backstory on Flamenco, the quote-unquote power set. Apparently it was invented by Masayoshi's grandfather to inspire him.
And also, I guess, make like Samurai Flamenco a reality.
Yeah, he apparently left this care package to be delivered to him when he was 20.
On his 20th birthday, he died by a gun.
No. Don't reference Ghost, please.
Oreva, Hazama Masayoshi. 18歳の誕生日だ.
One night I said fuck it and just became Samurai Flamenco.
But yeah, apparently that was something that his grandpa made to inspire him, and he wanted him to become that sort of ideal adult who helps.
It looks like Kaiba wearing a wig.
I'm wearing a wig.
Draw your last pathetic card.
Why is that not wrong?
Yeah, it just looks like Kaiba wearing a wig. So apparently Godo gets assigned into the vigilante counseling unit.
Which basically means he's an accomplice for Masayoshi.
Which basically means he got taken aside from regular duties and basically given 3 weeks of sit here, listen to people yap about the vigilantes, and don't do anything.
Godo's like, okay.
Cover them when they do something attention-worthy.
Yeah.
That's basically what he does.
So I learned a lot more about frickin' Mari in this show, this 2 episodes. She is a horny one, isn't she?
Yeah, that whole thing about her being into men with uniforms. Oh boy.
Yeah, she has a big interest in Godo. It's a bit too much, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. But like, basically, like, it's just about like him, like Flamenco just deciding like, oh, I don't really want to be with Flamenco girl anymore because he's just her bitch.
He effectively tells her to fuck off, both in person and hanging up on her on the phone.
Yeah, because like they try attacking like these 3 people in the alley, and he like saves a woman, but then the woman like clubs him in the head from behind, and it's like, oh, I tried to save someone, but she turned out to be bad. I'm bad at this.
And then Flamenco girl comes in and just kicks all the bad guys in their jewels.
Yeah.
That is just, I would like to say that magical girls, generally speaking, do not agree with that fighting tactic.
Of course, that's what makes it funny.
Mari rules.
Thank you.
Kicked all the thugs in their jewels.
Thank you.
Mari won.
And then it's just, I feel really bad for Masayoshi because like he gets onto the like his agent like gives him it's like, oh yeah, we want to put you on the show called Ensemble. And he just goes, oh, Ensemble, oh, that thing I've never heard of before.
I've
cool.
read about it in the papers.
But like he's excited to be on it, and so like he goes up to the director and he has like script notes that he wants to make changes for his character, but like the director doesn't give a shit. He's like, no, I'm just gonna direct.
Kid, I'm just trying to get these shows in on time and under budget. Go fuck yourself.
And then he decides he wants to do the stunt where he like jumps off a bridge, and then like
you just pan over and there's a stunt double over there.
Yeah, and they're like, what? They're like, no, we don't want to endanger you like that because that'll set us back, and we don't have time for it. So you're just gonna go over there, and when we need you, we'll call you over. And he's like, oh.
And I love that, like, he becomes fucking disillusioned by this whole experience.
Well, because he realizes that, like, it wasn't exactly what he was expecting. It's show business.
It's a bit part!
Well, no, it's just, like, he knows that he can do it. He knows he can make that jump. And he knows that he knows how to fight. But the agency, they're like, No, you're just in this just to get like.
Because you look pretty.
You're here to look
It's
pretty.
a bit part. You gotta work your way up the ladder, boy.
I like that his agent was saying to him, just like, you know what? Lots of people get like bigger shots in like media because they've been on a tokusatsu series, and it's like that's actually true.
No, the reason she lets him do it is because other people. Is because the viewing slot that the show is in is watched by females a lot.
Yeah, but she also did say is where some people get their big shots for like bigger things. So,
which is an accurate statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes back. He goes.
Actually, two accurate statements.
Yeah.
Because it's like female viewers, because a lot of mums actually watch Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Apparently, Hibiki's actor was like friggin' top dog.
I mean,
hence Hero
have you
Mama.
seen him? Woo! But you wonder why he freaking gets engulfed in purple fire. It's 'cause he's hot.
Oh,
Ha!
I miss Hibiki. I wish he can come back.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's busy
Well,
training.
it's not that he doesn't care. He's no longer with his agency.
That's true.
So it's like, even if they wanted him back,
So then he goes to the director and like he's like, yeah, do you remember like this episode? No. What about this episode? Listen, kid, I've been doing this for 20 years. I don't remember shit. I'm just here to direct and go about my day. Fuck off. And I'm like, this is not wrong.
he isn't wrong, because that's kind of like what it is on an actual set. Just, hey, can we do this?
No.
We're on a schedule.
Yeah, we don't.
This has to air in 3 weeks.
Yeah, this has to air in like a month. Fuck off.
But yeah, so Masayoshi goes through this care package with a fucking ton of lore and narration by his grandfather.
Yeah, so he pretty much wrote an entire fucking series for Samurai Flamenco and like all these like notes and designs and like, you know,
even
what
a new
makes
helmet.
a real hero and
even a new helmet that he uses in this episode and then not again.
well, you know why? I think it's because afterwards he realized he didn't want to like wreck it because it's
Sure,
like precious
but like
to him.
show us that. Show it on a pedestal in his apartment.
It'll probably be there. But I don't think we actually see his apartment a whole lot.
No, especially if the
Like,
show gets a tone shift.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, especially with the tone shift. I think we actually kind of just stop seeing his apartment until like, the finale.
But you know what we do see? Not only do we see Flamenco Girl use Flamin' Thunder and then tase someone, and then we get them doing double Flamin' Kick!
Yep.
It's a reference to Double Rider Kick.
That was cute.
And then Flamenco Girl just fucking unleashes pyrotechnics and she turns around. Don't worry, they're fine.
Alright, now someone's dead.
It like looked like she set off a nuke or something.
In the middle of a fucking alley.
Yeah. And she's like, don't worry, it's the ones we use for stages. They're harmless.
Wait, we gotta make sure this thing's dead. Proceed to shoot it in the head several times.
Yeah.
Alright, I think it's dead.
So then Masayoshi basically just says
What's
to her,
that
like...
from? That sounds really familiar.
What I just said?
Yeah.
Pacific Rim.
Yep. Okay.
But then Masayoshi pretty much says to Mari, just like, yeah, I'm done working with you. Like, whatever, you're on your own. Which then
But
Mari...
we can fight together. I don't want to fight. I want to bring justice.
Kindly get fucked.
So then Mari...
Kindly go fuck yourself.
So Mari realizes that she doesn't really want to do this by herself because it's boring, so
She
recruits her
herself
two
out.
other idol friends to fucking join her as the flamenco girls.
She
The
becomes
Chipettes.
Flamenco Dia, and then she has the other two as Sapphire and Ruby.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Also, the one cop that they were talking to after the pyrotechnics scene was totally fucking Lupin
He
the
looked
Third.
like Lupin.
Oh, yeah.
And like Goto's like, I, part of the vigilante counseling unit, have got it from here, officer.
Yeah,
It was a guy named Kick-Ass.
kind of.
I watched those two movies recently. First one's better than the second.
Yeah.
So episode 6 opens up with like Flamenco beating up a drunk, and like he has like a switchblade on him, and he's like, oh fuck, and he like hits his arm, knocks him over, and then there's just this dude in a lab coat with a suitcase. He looks up to him, he's like, Samurai Flamenco, you're gonna die! Woo!
Unless you have my products!
Take my shit!
Here, follow me into this dark office building.
Yeah, so basically he hands him his business card, and he's just like, yeah, I want to help you, because like if you don't properly take care of yourself, you're gonna fucking die, so here's some shit I made for you.
You're
And-
gonna die.
Basically, apparently, like, Raven was telling us, like, the guy works for, like, a stationary, like, office supply company, and
Yep.
he made weapons out of office supplies.
That's some real Batman shit.
So, like, he made, like, a little, like, a pen launcher that shoots an eraser that, like, if it hits you hard enough, you get fucking knocked on your
A
ass.
measuring tape grappling gun.
Stapler nunchucks. And I saw a pair of scissors in that suitcase, and I'm like, what the fuck are those gonna be for?
It's for kicking your ass with.
It's for cutting through evil.
I hope he says that. I'll use these scissors to cut through evil.
Fucking probably.
Damn it, they're dull.
But shit.
Looks like I'll gently...
Rider cutting.
That's actually a big pet peeve of mine.
Oh.
When like I cut with like a dull pair of scissors, I hate that.
Oh, you mean the scissors that we have in the kitchen?
No, those are good. Actually, you know what's really good pair of scissors? Like the little like really mini ones. Those cut like fucking.
Yeah.
Did we catch the professor's name in this?
His name is Harazuka. His name is Harazuka.
Yeah.
Harazuka, however you want to pronounce that.
And then we forgot to mention that like apparently like the vigilantes have like bounties on them, so like rewards. So like
it starts with Flamenco at 1 million and Girl at 2 million, and over the course of this episode, it becomes 10 million.
Yeah, so basically it goes from like they're both worth like 10 to 20,000, and then eventually Flamenco's worth 100,000. So
in like dollars,
in American dollars, yeah.
So for us it's like $800. That's how bad the Canadian dollar is.
So I love that we see the Flamenco girls like working on their battle cries. Like they're like catchphrases.
Those suck. Try harder.
Yeah.
And then we noticed that later
that have a good catchphrase to be a magical girl.
Yeah.
And then we noticed Mari has like a body pillow of Godo, and it's fucking creepy.
That was in the previous episode. This is the one where she actually invites him over to her place.
Seduces the fuck out of him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, bitch, I got a girlfriend, and I love her to death, and she's really pretty. Here, look at my texts. I love her. Is she cute? She's beautiful."
Even though I'm pretty sure there was a scene earlier that episode where she broke up with him because he wasn't giving her time.
Oh yeah, it's like, let's go on a date.
You're always talking about Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he said like, "Hey, let's go on a date," and she's like, "Nah, I'm not in the mood."
No, I think there was something along the lines of, "I don't want to see you anymore."
No, but girls fucking do that all the time. Like at one point they'll be like.
Anyway, the point is, Mari is horny for Goto, and he's having none of it.
And she dresses him up in like a cop costume, and it's like, "I've been a naughty girl, officer. You better arrest me."
What a fucking pretense, though! I need you to dress up in like a cop because I'm making a song about the police, and I need it for inspiration.
Fuck the police.
And then she buys him this uniform.
It's like a stripper's costume, pretty much.
Instead of having him wear his actual uniform, I guess.
No, I think that'd be in bad taste.
But he still walks out with the costume on.
He walks out wearing it.
And she's like, "He rejected me? No."
I guess that can't be called impersonating an officer if he is one.
I am an officer.
Also, it was funny when like her two idol friends like try to voice message her, and like the blue haired one's like, "I'm lonely," because like I guess she has like a thing for her. Or something.
Yeah, Mari kisses her all the time.
Yeah, when like in the previous episode, she's like waiting for a kiss.
Walks by,
like, "Aw."
Oh, also, when they were working on their lines, and, like, Blue, like, says her line, like, Moe, she says her lines, and then Marv's like, "No, those suck, try again." And then she just says in plain English, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!"
I like how often "oh my god" makes it into anime, to be honest.
Yeah. Still the best is Joseph Joestar.
Oh
my god! Son
I
of a
haven't
bitch!
actually watched that, but I know it's good.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Just look up Joseph Joestar English. It's fucking great.
It kind of reminds me of how in the Gekiranger, Akiba Yellow would always just, like when doing a roll call, she would just like go on and on.
She would ramble about something.
Yeah, and then Red would be like, "All right, let's do it." And she's like, "Okay,
that's nice."
I liked when Beatbuster said shit one time in an episode of Go Busters.
I like when Sonic said shit.
Sonic, yeah, that's what I was.
In Sonic X.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ichi showed me the 90s Sonic OVA from a couple of weeks ago. And I have to say, it was dumb, stupid, silly, funny. I loved every single second.
Right?
I bet you did.
The one
strange, isn't it?
The one with Metal Sonic and Knuckles' hat form.
Metal Sonic is the fucking coolest thing Sonic's ever fucking produced.
Right?
God damn. Anyways.
Shut up, Tails!
Shut up, Tails!
My hat's on fire! Help!
Yeah, no, Knuckles was great in that fucking hat.
Oh yeah, Jin said shit in Go Busters.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Beatbuster. Shit.
But yeah, so Flamenco he takes to the streets with his new equipment, and as he's just running through the streets, I don't know why, but my brain just went, "This is just like my Japanese tokusatsu."
Well, he even said that. He's like, "Oh, this reminds me of an episode where like..."
That's why.
Yeah.
It's like, this battle reminds me of that episode of that one show. better run.
So
Specifically referring to the fact that the entire city was after him, basically.
yeah, and they had like a forum, and they were like texting, like, "Oh, I saw him here. Oh, I got a picture of him."
So the fact that he was being surrounded by literally every single person walking around the crowded area made him think of an episode where, like, the entire city was being mind controlled in a toku.
Yeah, that's it.
What
yeah,
a
he's like
fucking
running around.
I mean, he is.
I'm not sauce, I swear!
Yes.
I didn't meant... I'm sorry for all the Among Us jokes. But like...
Well, I'm not among you guys.
Some smart motherfucker in the middle of the park that Flamenco happens to find himself in is just lying on the ground like, oh, I'm in pain, it hurts.
I'm in $10 million.
Are you okay, citizen?
Someone call an ambulance!
Foomph! Got him!
Not for me!
I just fucking love he just like slumps on him. Fucking got him!
Yep.
Call. Hello, 911. I need 7 ambulances. Hey, what are you doing here? Make it 8.
But yeah, so we see Flamenco bust out his weapons. The samurai ink eraser, the retractable pen, the staplers, the fucking nunchucks. And in the middle of him using it, one of the dudes he's fighting just explains what a stapler is.
It's like, what the fuck is that? Literally long 2-sentence description of what a stapler does. Instead of just saying it's a stapler.
It just explodes for some reason.
That had gigantic amounts of Jasmine is an Esper energy.
Okay, this is really off topic, but Blaze apparently liked a Twitter account called Daily Sonic Character Facts, and apparently there's only one episode of Sonic X with Rouge that does not have a saxophone playing in the background at any point.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's her theme music. She gets the femme fatale saxophone.
Because she's sexy.
Exactly.
That's all I got.
I just love there's a Twitter account for like Sonic Character Facts.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's something like that for Mario called Supper Mario Bros.
Please ask him
Go
why you're
home.
looking at his Twitter.
I will be once we're done.
I don't know. Stop liking shit and making it appear on my feed.
Oh shit, people can see shit that you like on your feed.
Yeah,
Maybe you should stop being horny on Maine.
that's why I can't follow like really
A lot of
stuff
things.
on Twitter.
Have alt accounts. This is fucking
I'm
first
feeling
day stuff.
switching to alternate accounts.
Ichi just confirms he has alternate
Of
accounts.
course I do. Any smart person on the internet does.
So anyways.
Anyway, so the thugs are like, oh no, this guy's a problem. We need to bring in their big guns. You know, Goriki-san. They call him up and he's in the middle of getting his shit kicked in by the flamenco girls.
Like the guy explaining about the stapler thing just reminds me of Sword Art Online of Bridge. What is that? Well, I think the youngins call it a hexagon. I think. Fuck off.
I like though that every time like Masayoshi was trying to get help from like Red Axe or whatever like that. Oh, sorry, I had to magically go to France. I had to go to France for a film festival. Oh, sorry, I'm in Africa right now doing a charity event for children.
Bullshit!
Like, you piece of fucking shit.
I don't believe any of that
No, I don't either.
He's watching himself.
shit. I get that
Yeah,
he's a big...
he's watching himself fucking, like, watching episodes of himself on Red Axe, and then it's like, oh, Master, you'll help me with this shit, right? Yeah, sure, whatever. Cool!
Whatever you say, kid.
I want to see him and Kogoro team up. From Sergeant Frog.
It's like...
Oh my god!
the way the Red Axe was saying that to him was like freaking the Mike Wazowski, yeah, whatever, kid. Yeah, spites his hand. Yeah, whatever, kid.
So the flamenco girls promptly ball kick Goriki into submission and then drive off in then what we can only refer to as the Magi Humvee.
They have a fucking Hummer. But like, I love when they're like stopping that one guy's like nuts. It's like, no, you gotta do it like this. You gotta put more effort into
Yeah,
it.
just
And then
like
the black haired
Sapphire.
one's like, you know, like this. Ah! Like they're stomping on both his balls.
And like show the heels being pressed in. I'm like,
And then Dia like fucking cracks like the phone screen with her heel of her shoe, and I was like, Jesus!
oh yeah, they don't fuck around.
No, I can't wait to see what they do like later in the show.
Oh yeah.
Must be like really hard.
Also,
Flamenco girls got nerds.
she certainly crushed enough.
and then like the guys have to wear like
Flamenco girl
fucking
crush
like
nerds.
So we
cups.
see
Yeah.
we see Flamenco use the fucking tape measure Gatling gun earlier in the episode.
Grappling gun.
Yeah.
Gatling gun.
Sorry.
I'm supposed to see a Gatling gun and measuring tape.
Sorry, grapple gun. And then in this one scene late in the episode, he says the tape measure takes time to charge.
Yeah. Welcome to tape measure.
What the fuck is that about?
I can only measure one thing a day. I measure one thing. That's it.
Also, he pulls
Yeah.
out a couple of fucking like big ass mittens and starts climbing the wall like he's fucking Spider-Man.
See, I've
I
never.
love Mabel.
I've never seen Gravity Falls.
Oh, it's so
But
good.
I feel like my favorite character would be Mabel.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Lane,
I think your favorite character would be me.
you met my sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mabel.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
fuck.
absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Oh, Mabel.
But yeah, so Flamenco protects this falling dude who was gonna grab him for the reward, and he throws off the crowd in thanks. That was a nice moment.
Yeah.
Also, he kind of looked like Ida, and thus anime me.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
No, and then there was like the news reporter guy being like, "Yeah, we fucking got Samurai Flamenco. Your time's up, buddy."
Oh, Kono?
Yeah.
Yeah, he works for the newspaper or whatever.
And then I like that we see the professor in his house, like in his bedroom on his bed. He's like, "Yay, he used my shed! Woo! I love you, Samurai." And
He's
everyone's
just like this big nerd fanboy at heart.
I hate that everyone kept I know it's a shorter version of his name, but I hate that everyone was calling him Samumenko.
It was a portmanteau because Samu and then the end of flamenco, Nko. So Samu Menko.
Yeah, I guess it's a cultural thing, but
Yeah.
Bruh, that's
Curse you, Samurai Flamenco!
No, it's Captain Flamingo.
That was a good show.
I remember Captain Flamingo.
Didn't his partner have a huge crush on him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for that square little boy of him.
Oh yeah, it was square.
Yeah, his face was square.
Anyone
That's fucking
remember Pekala?
No.
I do.
Oh.
That
Sounds
was-
familiar. Sounds French.
That song,
Sounds Canadian.
you don't remember the song?
Oh, the world is squared.
Yeah, these two episodes were good.
Yeah.
By the same people who did Gregory Horror Show.
Yeah, so that's episode 5 and 6 of Samurai Flamenco. Very entertaining for various reasons.
I've been loving this show a crap ton. It's great.
And I think you made mention at some point that you might just binge the rest of it.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, see, there's Pekala.
Oh, I think I,
I
have
should
seen that.
probably
Yeah, it was on Teletoon.
But yeah, shits start.
Yeah, I don't know when the next time we'll be talking
the
about
big-
the show again, but I'm interested in finishing the rest
Yeah,
of
the big tone change drop plot thing is going to happen very
it.
soon.
Raven's like, damn it, I want to talk about the ship change.
Oh, right. I should briefly mention that. Yes, this is unfortunately the last time we're talking about Samurai Flamenco for 2020,
No!
as the rest of the year is nothing but Sentai. Like, just different Super Sentai shows.
Well,
Unless a
boy,
Kamen Rider
aren't
comes
you
out.
excited?
Huh?
Unless a Kamen Rider movie comes out.
Fuck off.
I mean,
That
she's
can
not wrong.
I can wait till next year.
Nah.
Come on, guys. Next year's Ryder's 50th
Ryder
an-
takes priority on the show.
Yeah, but guys, Ryder's 50th anniversary is right around the corner. We can do it then.
That's true.
Anyway.
Anyways, I'm loving Samurai Flamenco, and I'm going to watch more.
Yay.
Full show.
Full show.
Everyone go watch Pekala.
Watch the full show.
Yes.
Anyway, that is Castranger for the week.
Woo!
Thank you all. Jikai! Video
Sentai
Sentai Castranger!
So, we're going back to Sentai. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Akio's dead.
I missed Mega Ranger. I was sad.
Well, you're in
Akio
luck
was not dead.
because we're actually talking about... So, Mega Ranger sales-wise, it did pretty well. You know, it didn't do as well as, like Car Ranger did. But it did enough to, of course, renew a new season. And with this time, they decided to ditch technology and go into the woods. Go into the magical forest, where we somehow have beasts from the galaxy, as we talked about the first two episodes of Seiju Sentai Gingaman.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, I watched an episode of Gigaman with Gar one time.
Giga Ranger?
Their mentor is a talking tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the Deku tree.
But I
It
will-
is literally just the Deku tree.
But I will say, Gingaman actually probably has one of my favorite, like, set of Zords in the Sentai, because I love, like, I'm just gonna call them the Galactabeasts, because I love that fucking name. It's such a cool name for them. But I like that they have both an organic and, like, a technological form. That's fucking awesome. You don't see any other show do that.
But yeah,
Can you imagine what the Megazord would look like if it was still in their organic forms?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, someone probably shopped that before.
It would look like some SIC shit.
The fucking pink, the
fucking
cat
Chimera.
sword is so fucking cool looking in its organic form. It's dope.
So yeah, we're talking about Gingaman,
Gingaman.
or as I like to call it, the better Ryu Soldier.
The Charlie Brown series.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching Gingaman while Ryu Soldier was on, and I'm like, both these shows have the same elements, but somehow Gingaman's doing it better. Tremendously better.
I know we're not going to talk... If we go back to Gingaman someday, can we talk about the Bull Black episodes?
Oh, I think that'll be a part of, like, whenever we draw a name out of the hat for Extra Heroes Month.
I will say, freaking Lost Galaxy did it better with the Magnum Defender, because it was like, oh, he made it his son, and then Gingaman's his brother.
Scorpius.
But until then, that is it for Castranger this week. Thank you all, everyone, for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell.
I hope you enjoyed our long fucking Saber arguments, because those are going to be aplenty in this series. Oh my.
We'll see. They can still turn it around.
You know you're going to have so much to say about the show.
Oh, no.
I love this show, and I want it to do well.
I want it to do well too, but it's going to have some hiccups. No show's perfect.
Actually, another quick fact about Magnum Defender.
Mhm.
His voice actor was Goldar.
Oh.
You went from this.
You killed my son!
You went from very
Put
graphic.
Goldar's head on Magnum Defender's body.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
my goodness, I should do that.
Alright, so,
anyways,
as usual, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook page where I post thumbnails, our Twitter account, our Patreon where you can pledge to help us make the show better, our Discord server where you can listen to the show live and chat with other cool fans such as these, and of course our merch store where you can buy all kinds of shirts, hoodies, all kinds of neat stuff, and masks. And if you have access to skip the dishes in your region, I guess I should specify, don't forget to use our code in the description on your first order, #FeedTheCastRangers. And let us know in the comments what you thought about these week's episodes.
they were shit.
Comments for me, bitches!
It stinks.
Oh.
Comments for Lane.
Or to quote AVGN, damn, that's a fine, good episode.
And last bit of advice to everyone out there, don't go out and do vigilante work. It doesn't work out.
Do you
Ever
know
heard of
from
the Night Watchman? Exactly.
Alright.
If you watch the first, 2 minutes of the Kick-Ass,
Oh, Blaze
that'll show why.
Blaze is now saying comments for Blaze.
No, it's comments for Lane.
Yeah.
OG
Comment
caster.
for both.
He's trying to usurp you.
If the day ever comes where Blaze usurps me on the show, then he can have comments for Blaze. But as of right now, no.
It requires you to
Too bad.
requires you to move into the house.
Yeah, exactly. If
Well-
you want to move here, Blaze, then you're core caster.
Alright. Well, thank you all once again, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
Bye.